What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliet Lex here on YouTube. I'm back with another Boys Planet video, and I know it's taken me a while to get back onto the YouTube kind of algorithm and like trying to upload stuff. But Mnet is a bitch, man. Mnet has blocked a couple of my videos regarding Boys Planet, so at this point, there's just no use in me fixing any of those videos and uploading them because we are headed towards the final at this point. Like this Thursday coming up, from when I'm making this video, this Thursday, we're gonna get the final 18. So like, honestly, there's no time, guys. I'm running out of time. So I've decided I'm gonna talk about my top 9 and who I would love to see in the final lineup of Bepler. Can you guys imagine? Like, we are almost at the final here, and we're gonna get a new name, and it's not gonna be Bepler. Like, that's so crazy to me to just think. Like, I can't even imagine. But it's right around the corner now at this point. Yeah, so here are my top 9, and I'm just so excited because my top 9 I feel like has changed a lot. So yeah, let's talk about it. Here we go. All right, so first up in my number 9 spot, I have Yoonjungwoo. And okay, first of all, he was nowhere in my radar until I saw him do Backdoor. And he was the center for that. And automatically I was like, this kid is insane on stage. And I became kind of hooked. Also, he looks like my bias in Stray Kids. He looks like Changbin a little bit. I don't know why. He just gives me Changbin vibes. But I really, really like him. He has shown us that he can be a really good leader as well. He led the home team, which was like packed with crazy vocalists, and he is a really good dancer. So I really need him to be in the final 9 because I feel like he is an ace. He can rap, he can sing, he can dance, and like I said, leadership qualities. He would just be a really good addition to the overall team. Right, so my number 8 pick is Wang Ji Hao. And well, okay, first of all, Mnet gives Wang Ji Hao no screen time, which is crazy. But I know that's how they are. They're a little sketch when it comes to global K-pop artists, as well as, you know, just Chinese trainees in general. But Wang Ji Hao is really good. Like, even though he has no screen time, he is just amazing on stage, super mesmerizing. He was in the Kill This Love group as well as Law, and he is under Chromosome, which is Lay's company, like EXO Lay, and okay, he's a crumper, which I want to see in K-pop. Like, I feel like we don't get a lot of street dancers. And I want diversity in my K-pop groups. And so I feel like he would be really, really cool as a member of Bepler and just the whole 5th gen or whatever they're calling it now. But I feel like he would just be amazing, and he has so much potential, and his singing is so underrated. Like, he is such a strong competitor, and it sucks that Mnet just does not showcase that because he is really freaking amazing. He is, I want to say he's an ace. Like, there's potential there to just be an amazing artist, and yeah, he needs to be in the final 9. Right. Now for my number 7 pick is, just to no one's surprise, Keita. I love Keita so much. He is just so well-rounded. I mean, he is such a little bubbly sunshine. Like, I really like Keita. And I think he is, out of everyone on this, like, show, he is the one who is the most comfortable on stage. He looks the most natural, and he was on Kill This Love. He was a center for Kill This Love, and he did really, really well. And he was also in Jesse's Zoom, where he led the team, I believe. If I'm mistaken, y'all will let me know. But he is just really good, and I feel like he is is by far the best rapper out of who we've seen so far. Granted, we haven't really seen a lot of rap in the show because they're favoring vocalist, but he doesn't get a lot of screen time, but he is just, when he does, like, he is just dominating on a stage, and he's a really good dancer, and I just like his overall just bubbly side, and he looks like he's super comfortable with, like, everyone on the show, and, like, I feel like everybody loves Keita, and I love Keita. Y'all vote for Keita. Right. For my number 6 spot, I am choosing Chang, basically because he is my favorite vocalist in the show. And come on now, nobody sounds like Jay. Honestly, I've been in this K-pop stan thing for about 4 years, and I am a multi-stan, which means I like a lot of different groups. I'm in it for a lot of the music and the stage performance, and let me tell you, nobody sounds like him, okay? And I feel like that's super refreshing because, like, he just gives off a different flavor, and I feel like it's something that K-pop is needing right now. I feel like everything kind of just it just all sounds the same sometimes, and it's so cool to have someone who sounds just like Jay. So yeah, I like Jay in the group. I think he did great in Love Me Right. His main vocal part for Love Me Right, to me, just hit different. Like, it sounded better than Hui. And I don't care if you guys are like, well, but Hui is Hui. Okay, I understand. Hui is Hui. And he's amazing. He's a genius. But Jay he just was giving me D.O. And I just loved it. I feel like his voice is so refreshing. And I want him in the team. And he was in Home. And he did relatively well, even though the song was very, very high. So I think, you know what? Main vocalist has to be Jay, in my opinion. He's just really good, and I don't care if you guys think he's not the best dancer. Okay, he's not the best, but he's not the worst either. So yeah, Jay has to be in his team. All right, so my number 5 pick here is Han Eugene. Okay, here we go. Might be a little controversial because the boy is 15 years old. He is a minor, but he just has so much potential. Like, it's insane that he is that good at 15. Like, I don't understand, what are they feeding this kid? But he is just so good. He can sing, he can dance. We've heard him rapping with Law. Like, he can do just about anything, and he is really handsome for his age. I'm not trying to be weird or anything. That's not, but I just feel like there's a lot of potential there, and he will most likely be a really good fit with the people that I have chosen. So I feel like he has a really good chance of debuting. And if he does, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be okay with having him as the maknae of the group. Because like I said, he is just phenomenal. He has really great stage presence. And at 15, like, it's just insane how good he is. He was in the backdoor team, and he didn't have a lot of lines, but he stood out a lot. And I know that, the dance mentors have been giving him a hard time, but, he's 15, and he's only been dancing for like a year and a half or something. Like, that's insane how good he is at this age. And then in Law, he did really good in Law. I kept looking at him throughout the performance, and I'm like, man, this kid is just phenomenal. He's just so good. Alrighty, so my number 4 is going to be Ji Wong, our little vampire prince. And honestly, here's the thing. Every group has to have that one person. You know what I'm talking about? That sexy dancer. You know what I'm saying? The thirst trap, for lack of a better word. And honestly, Ji Wong would be that person in this group. And not only that, and I hate to be the type of person that's like, oh, he's only looks, because he's not. He's shown us that he has great leadership qualities, and that comes from the experience that he has both as an idol and as an actor. Like, he's been in the industry for a long time now, and he knows what sells. He knows who his audience is, and he's been doing great as a trainee. He's been mentoring the others. Like, you can just tell how much everyone really loves and appreciates him, and how much everyone just wants to work with him. Like, everybody is so in love with Kim Ji Wong, and honestly, I cannot for the life of me think of Bepler without him. Like, it has to have him in the group, because I feel like, you know what, I picked Yoonjungwoo, and then I picked Eugene, and he already has chemistry with both of them from doing Backdoor, and he has kind of become like a father to Eugene on the show. At least it's the way I see it. He's very like fatherly. Also Suck Matthew, who's gonna be in my list here as well. His chemistry with those three is just really, really good. And I just want to see him in this group. Like I said, he can dance, he can sing, he can rap. And he is older, so he would come in more as like maybe a leader. I feel like that would work well. But you know what? The sexy dancer is not too bad. You know what I'm saying? And he's been doing really well. He even was center for Love Killa, and I think he did phenomenal. Really captivating, like really, really good. He did Call My Name, which was like a really bright concept. So we know he can do both. He can do sexy, he can do bright. He did Backdoor, so you know he could do like hard hip hop. You know, he can do anything. So Kim Ji Wong would be my fourth pick. All right, so my number 3 pick is going to be none other than Suck Matthew, because I mean, like, honestly, it's a no-brainer. Like it has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't for the life of me think of Bepler without Suck Matthew. Like, he is just a little ball of sunshine, and he can sing, he can dance. He's really, really good vocally. Like, he's extremely stable, and he's super mature. He's shown us that he can be a really good leader. He's shown us that he can lead dancing practices. Like, he's just so good, and I love that he is everywhere. Like, he's friends with everyone, and I love that. I feel like everybody has just kind of adopted him as like a little brother. Especially Ji Wong. I've seen like the little behind the scenes of like Ji Wong, you know, like holding him and like playing with him, and it's just they have really good like older brother, little brother chemistry, and I feel like, you know, you just gotta have that. You just have to have someone like Suck Matthew in a group. Him and Keita are really, really cute too. Like, Keita, I love that Keita is his number 1 fan. Like, Keita just finds him super cute, super adorable. Like, I've seen the way Keita reacts to Suck Matthew on stage, and I'm like, I need me a Keita, you know. I need someone who's gonna root for me. I need myself a hype man like Keita. And I feel like they have really good chemistry. Him and Jay also have really fun chemistry. Jungwoo too. Him and Yoonjungwoo have just adorable. Like I said, I feel like everybody has just adopted Suck Matthew as like their little brother, and I feel like you just have to have someone like that, you know. And he's very level-headed, and I know Mnet was trying to evil edit him or give him like this like really shady editing and like a really shady narrative, but I feel like it's nothing like that, you know. So I don't even care what Mnet says. I cannot, like, for the life of me, see Bepler without Suck Matthew. Like, it just wouldn't work in my opinion. But that's just me. I feel like he has to be in the group. Like, he just has to. Because like I said, he's friends with everyone. He has really good chemistry with everybody, and he's a really good team player. And I don't care what Mnet was trying to insinuate. You could just tell this kid is very genuine. Okay, so my number 2 spot is going to go to Zhang Hao, Zhang Hao, because honestly, I feel like it's number 2 is very deserving for him, because I feel like, you know, he is the center of G Group, and every single mission he's just been getting better and better, in my opinion. At first, he was in Kill This Love, and even though he was not the center, he delivered. And to be honest, Kill This Love, that entire like performance to me is perfect. Like, I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm not even a huge Blackpink fan, but I feel like they really did justice to the song. So like I said, Zhang Hao has just been getting better and better, and then he was in the idol tomboy performance. And although Idol's Tomboy is not my favorite song, like I really dislike that song, I think he was the highlight, him and Ganuk. So yeah, he's just been getting better and better in my opinion. And he looks really good on stage. He has really good stage presence. He was in Over Me for the artist battle, and he was center in that. And he completely embodied the sexiness that was Over Me. And so like I said, I feel like he's just getting better and better. And so I feel like my number 2 spot absolutely has to go to him, because my number 1 spot is Seunghyun. So I feel like, you know what, you just can't separate these two. These two have to debut together, and they're just my picks for first and second place. All right, so my number 1 spot is gonna go to Seunghyun, because I feel like, you know, he's been number 1 since the beginning of the show. And honestly, like, he is the it boy. You know, he can sing, he can dance. He's shown us a little bit of rap in his like little star level audition thing. So we know he's very, very well rounded. He is very, very handsome. And he's very popular everywhere. Like everyone really wants him to be the center, and rightfully so, because he is the center of the K group and has been doing very well as the center. And yeah, I mean, come on now, like, who else would be center if not Seunghyun? So, yeah, he is also the center in my ideal Bepler. And yeah, like I said, there's not much I can say. Like, he's just been really, really, really good. He has a really big lead over every other trainee. And you know, it would be nice. Like I said, we don't get a lot of street dancers in K-pop. It would be awesome to have a whacker and a tutting you know, K-pop idol, because we don't see that often. Obviously it's very like underground, and so yeah, it would be really, really cool to have someone to be able to do that. So yeah, my number 1 pick is going to be Seunghyun. So, with that being said, do I think that every single person I picked is going to debut? No, absolutely not. It would be an awesome group, in my opinion. I feel like they would definitely be leaders within the 5th gen, 4th gen. But do I think that every single one of them is going to debut? No, I don't think so. There are a lot of very, very, very talented trainees still in the running here, and I just don't feel like they have the best chances. Most of them do. Like I said, I don't see a group without Ji Wong. I don't see a group without Matthew. I don't see a group without Seunghyun or Zhang Hao. But I feel like, or Eugene. Eugene has a huge following. I feel like Ganuk has a really good chance of making the final lineup. Kim Tae, he has a really, really good chance at becoming the main vocalist of Bepler. Haruto, I would love Haruto in this group. I feel like it would just, we just need someone with that much energy. But I also don't think he has the best chances, because at the end of the day, this show is based on popularity. And although Haruto's very, very popular, I feel like he doesn't have the same popularity as like Ganuk does, or Kim Tae, and it's basically just comes down to the fact that the Korean audiences have a, you know, kind of like a final say into who they want in their final lineup here. So unfortunately, the global trainees don't get a lot of screen time, and they obviously don't pull the same amount of numbers. So yeah, one of the other trainees that I don't really talk about is Ricky. Ricky, I feel like he also has a really good chance at making it. He has just been very, very popular. And you know, I feel like, you know, Ricky, if he makes it, I would be okay as well. Hui Lee Hotek, I don't know if Hui will make it in this one. I would love nothing more for him to make it, but I feel like a lot of the fans are kind of hoping he goes back to Pentagon, which I would absolutely love. But knowing Cube, I don't think that is going to happen anytime soon, especially because most of the Pentagon members are going to be hitting the military here soon in the next couple of years. I don't know when Pentagon will come back as a full group, so I also don't think that Hui is going to debut with Bepler. I mean, I don't think he has the best chances, given that all I've heard is people want him back with Pentagon. So I don't know. You guys let me know what your final 9 looks like. And yeah, well, that's it for me. Bye.